everyone, and thank you for joining us on this week's Weather Academy. Last week we learned about high and low pressures.
And today we're going to be doing some experiments that you can do at home to help demonstrate how strong high and low pressure actually is.
For this experiment, you'll need a few things that you can typically find around the house. For the first step in this experiment, we're going to be taking our food coloring and we're going to be pouring it into our glass of water. Now this is so that we can see our water better during the experiment.
Next, since we're using a birthday candle for our experiment, we're going to get some Play-Doh and roll it into a ball. This is going to help stabilize our candle in the middle of our experiment and make sure that it doesn't fall over. And then you're just going to put your candle right in the middle. If you have a regular candle or aren't using a birthday candle, you can probably skip this step.
All right, for our next step, we're going to take our water and we're going to pour about ½ inch of water onto the plate.
For this next step, you might need a parent's help because we're going to be lighting our candle.
All right, once that is lit, the final step is to take your glass and place it carefully over the candle. Notice how the candle quickly burns out once the cup is placed on top.
Once the candle burns out, it creates an area of low pressure inside of the glass, and then our glass acts as a column of air. Warm air is rising inside of the glass, and that's going to help pull in all that water. As the air converges, it's going to pull the water up, and that's why we see the water rise inside our column. This is just one experiment to demonstrate pressure.
Now it's time to head over to the kitchen.
Here are a few items you'll need for our second experiment. So the first step in this experiment, you're definitely going to need an adult's help with. You're going to turn on your hot plate or stove and set it to medium or high.
Once your stove or hot plate is hot enough, you're going to take your lukewarm water and you're going to fill your can with about an inch of water.
Then we're going to take our tongs and place our can on the hot plate or stove top.
Once the water in the can starts to steam, then you're going to take your tongs, you're going to grab the can and you're going to flip it quickly upside down into the bowl of cold water.
Ready? As the can heats up on the stove top, the water inside of it is turned into water vapor. The water vapor then rises and pushes the air out of the can. This was visible as steam.
Then, when we flip the warm can into the ice water, the can implodes. Cooling the can caused the water vapor in the can to condense, creating a partial vacuum. Suddenly, the pressure outside the can is greater than inside the can, causing it to collapse on itself.
Well, thank you for joining us this week on the Weather Academy. We hope that these experiments helped you understand pressure a little bit more.
And you can try any of these experiments at home. Now with this one, you may want to have an adult help you out. But if you do try them out, make sure to upload either videos or pictures to knoe.com under the Weather Academy tab.
And make sure you tune in next week when we explain cold fronts and warm fronts.